welcome back to the 8th concession. My name is Natalie. It's February here on the 8th concession, and although the temperatures are a bit milder, we did have a really cold snap there a few days ago, minus 24 Celsius or something outrageous like that. It's warmer now. I think it's even going above zero for the next couple of days. But it is still February. There's still snow on the ground, and even if it is mild, there's not much you can do outside. And for a gardener, that's a tough spot to be in. Now, this time of year, especially in southern Ontario, people get sometimes what's called the February blues. It's also scientifically called SAD, a seasonal affective disorder. It has to do with the lack of sunlight and just being cooped up. Some people also get cabin fever, which just means you're tired of being inside. It's also a bit hard when you see a lot of other people in warmer areas of the world planting or getting ready to plant or starting their seeds, and you look around and you think, oh, I'm still a long way from that. So it can get you down. You have to battle through it. You have to find ways to stay cheerful. And so I do that by planting things. Now, obviously, I can't plant things for the outdoor garden, but I do some planting inside for different types of trees or exotic plants or warm plants, anything, because this time of year I just really need to see life, you know? I need to see things growing and green. So after I give the chickens their treat right now, I'm going to go inside and plant something to give myself a little boost for the February blues. The first thing I want to show you, something that really does help with the February blues, is what's inside this here. Now, those of you who've been following me saw me stratify some tree seeds that I had received in the mail for different varieties of trees. But I also planted some cedar seeds that I had already finished stratifying, and they had been in my fridge for, I think, about 3 months. And I planted them in some soil blocks. Now this has been about, I think, a week and a half. And look what we have here. Little cedar trees. For sure I can see 11. So they've just started coming up. I'm hoping I'll get a few more. But that is really exciting. The next thing I'm going to do is to plant something that can't grow outside here in southern Ontario anyway, zone 5B, except maybe in the heat of summer. And that is a lemon tree. Now, this lemon tree was grown from seed. It is now a year and a half old, I think, and it's doing great. But I'd like to grow some more. So I have some old lemons, I mean old lemons, that were in the back of my fridge that are no good for eating anymore, but they will be great for harvesting the seeds. I'm also going to take a clementine that I have in my fridge and plant a couple of clementines. Now, I did this project last year and I had great success. I had 6 or 7 lemon trees come up. I had 6 or 7 mandarin or clementine trees come up, and they did super and they grew, but I made a fatal mistake. These types of trees are fickle and they don't like certain conditions, and I unfortunately left my little pots in the window. Now, the window that I put them in is a west facing window. We don't have any southern facing windows in this house, which I find odd, but this house was built sort of north south, so the windows go east and west. So I put it in a west facing window, put them I should say, and it gets really hot on the west side in the summer, in the afternoon when the sun swings around and they get full sun. Now, I thought I was watering them enough, but I think it just got too hot for them, too dry for them, and one by one they all died. So I'm going to replant some more lemon and clementine trees because it was fun to see them sprout. It was fun to see them grow, and I'm hoping I can get more of this size because this one is just doing fantastic. I don't hold out any hope that I'll ever get any lemons or clementines from them, but just having the plant grow and look so pretty is enough for me for now. We'll see if I can keep this one alive, and I'll see if I can grow some more. So how do you plant lemon trees and clementine trees from seed? Well, let me show you. Obviously, the first thing you have to do is get the seeds out. So I'm just going to cut through my old lemons here and hope that there are some good seeds. Here are some good ones down here. So here are some of my lemon seeds. Now you can see that one's been cut in half. This one is kind of small. And these are small as well. What you want are the biggest, plumpest lemon seeds, because they will be the ones that are the most mature. So I'm gonna leave these seeds. Maybe I'll try that one. I'll use these to try and grow. Oh, I just love the smell of citrus. And now we're gonna do the same with our clementines. See if we can find some good looking seeds. I just remembered that I think these are seedless. I did have seeds in some last year, but I'm thinking now I'm just gonna eat this instead. Well, that was a delicious fail. I do know the clementines I had last year when I did this had seeds, so obviously these were seedless, and that's okay. Whoops, I think that one got damaged as well. We'll just plant lemons. Now the next thing we need to do is get this hard protective coating off. Now I dry them a little bit with paper towel because they are pretty slippery. Dry them off a bit. And then I'm going to take it, and you can see that there's a pointy end, and I'm just going to put my nail in there to split it apart. You don't really want to use a knife in case you damage the seed inside. So you can see I've just put my nail in, and then I can peel it back. There we go. I have 8 lemon seeds peeled and ready to go. Now this next part is really easy. We're going to pre-sprout them like I do most of my seeds. So I just have a container that I bought some brownies in, put some clean paper towel down. I'm actually going to open this up. Going to moisten it, put the seeds in, give them a bit of room. There we go. Tuck them in. And I'm just going to snap on the lid for its own little greenhouse. I'm going to put this in a warm spot, probably on our radiator. And I'm going to check it every few days. I'm going to make sure that the paper towel stays wet so that they have a lot of moisture, and wait for them to sprout. So that's it. I'm using a little plant therapy to help get me through the February blues, and just remind me that gardening season is coming even for us up in northern and colder climates. It really helps. So I hope you find a way too to get through these winter months and get ready for spring. Bye for now.